Hey guys, welcome on back to another brand new episode. So today I'm going to be setting up a new rod holder in my garage. And so this new rod holder I'm going to be setting up in my garage. It's actually really nice. So I'm going to come over here and show you the new rod holder that I am going to be setting up here in the garage. And so this right here is the new rod holder I am going to be setting up. It's called a Kastking. So this is what it's called. It's pretty nice looking. So this is the rod holder. This is the new rod holder I'm going to be setting up. And then, so this right here is the current rod holder. This rod holder right here is extremely old. This rod holder has been here for quite a while now, and I'm going to take this current rod holder down and replace it with this one. This one right here is much cleaner and much newer and much better. So what I'm going to be doing with this rod holder is, so there's these screws right here. There's 3 screws, and then there's these white things or whatever. And so with these screws, I'm going to screw where the holes are at. I'm going to screw the screws through the holes. Then I'm going to mount it to the wall. Then I'm going to mount this rod holder to the wall like this. And then it's just going to hold the rods. It's going to hold the fishing rods. And so I'm going to leave this right here. And then we're going to get started. All right, guys, so this right here is the current rod holder. This is the much older one. And I've actually already taken this current old rod holder off the wall already here in the garage. So this right here is actually going to go over there on the table over there. And I'm going to go ahead and install this new and improved rod holders to hold rods. So whenever I want to go fishing or something, I can just grab the rod off of this new rod holder, take it off of here, and just go fishing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this old rod holder on the table over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started by putting on the new rod holder. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, not yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take this other rod holder off. I got this drill. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to take this other rod holder piece off. So in order to do this, I gotta go underneath right here, because underneath right here, that's where the screws are at. So I gotta go under here and unscrew. Gonna move this out of the way. All right. I'm gonna unscrew this off. Gotta find the right one. Oh yeah, this one right here for sure is gonna get the screws off. All right, so I got one screw off. I got another one. All right, so now this thing is so old that it's just coming right off the wall. Look at that. I just unscrewed this old rod holder off, and this thing literally just peeled right off the wall like a fruit. Like it just came right off. That's how old this thing is. So now I'm gonna unscrew this piece off and then put this and this over there on the table. And yeah, this thing is old. All right, so now I'm gonna use this screwdriver to get the rest of the screws out on this one right here. You know what? Let's move these rods out of the way so I can have some room. Let's move this out of the way. All right, so the old rod holder is off. Look at that. This other piece literally just came right off. That's how old this piece is. Look at that. That's crazy. And the remaining screws from the old rod holder are still in the wall. These two screws from the remaining rod holder. Shoot, I might even use these screws instead of just using the new ones, because just looking at it, I can just put this right on there somehow. But it just came right off. All right, guys, I am gonna go ahead and install this this new rod holder onto this wall right here. I'm gonna go ahead and install it right here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this drill to install it into the wall. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna drill it into the same holes where the old screws were. That's where I'm going to do it. Screwed on. I'm gonna go ahead and screw it a little more. Oh yeah, it's nice and snug. That screw is all the way in the wall, so there's no way this new rod holder should come down and fall. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and install the second screw into the wall, into the other hole. All right, I got to position it. second screw is installed into this new rod holder. So now I got one more screw to put in and I'm basically done. And then once we get done doing that, I can go ahead and start putting the new rods on this new rod holder. So the screw's right here on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and install this. I'm gonna go ahead and install the last screw right here into this hole. I'm gonna have to lean up against this, to do it. Halfway in there. All right, guys, I finished up setting up the new rod holder here in the garage, and so this is the final result. So this right here is the final results. This the new rod holder is done and complete. It has been set up. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.